Hi, my name is Lee McCracken. I am 22 years old and volunteer at Glenny here. I first started going to reparative therapy whenever I was 18 years old. I grew up in a very religious family. We were part of the Plymouth Brethren. I guess I don't actually know the reason why I started attending. My parents originally didn't want me to go because they felt I'd be exposed to other gay people. But I went anyway, hoping that basically if I focused more on my faith instead of my sexuality, that I would eventually become heterosexual, or at least be able to control my gay urges and live a celibate life. The treatment that I went through was mostly one-to-one therapy, but a lot of long-distance therapy with some of the major ex-gay groups in the world. I think people like Exodus. We didn't do any of the more extreme, like shock therapy or anything, but basically every session was devoted to making you hate yourself more, hate your sinful desires more, and why you loved God, basically, essentially, instead of yourself. I got very depressed. I was very suicidal during the 2 years that I went there. And I ended up leaving the group whenever I realised that over 2 years, after spending all the time and money and effort, nothing had changed. In fact, I'd become more sure that I was never actually going to change. After watching other people in the group who had nervous breakdowns and things like that, I realised I was actually harming myself. After leaving the XA therapy, I started going to Glenny about a few months afterwards. I actually still went to the ex-gay therapy for a while as the gay youth group. I began to realise that there was actually other ways of expressing my sexuality in a healthy way. I began to learn to reconcile my religious beliefs with my sexuality. I started attending a pro-gay church which accepted gay people into its congregation, which made me realise that not everybody who believes in God hates gay people. And I learned to read the Bible in a slightly different light. You know, I learned that you don't have to, by being gay, you don't have to be an atheist. You can still have a religious faith and be totally comfortable with being a gay man. I guess if there's somebody out there who wanted to go to reparative therapy, I would just ask them to think first that the way you feel now, that you want to go, by the time you finish, you will feel 100 times worse. I don't know anybody, and I've never heard of anybody who has made any progress towards their end goals by attending therapy. And I would definitely recommend that you take a look at both sides of the issue. You know, go to a place which is supportive and see that there are actually normal people who are also gay.